if we go to Ben Shapiro's Twitter page, he actually says that he's the number one, he's America's number one rapper. Hip hop is at a state of emergency. Sound the alarm. Ben Shapiro says that he's the America's number one rapper on his Twitter page, which has over 6 million people following him. That's just Twitter. I think on YouTube, he has like another 6 million or so following him. So this guy's got like well over 10 million people following. Interesting that he says America's number one rapper. Well, Ben, let me say this first of all for the record. You can't be America's number one rapper just because you got a hot single. That's not how the music business works. You got to actually, well, first of all, we all know the people actually got to vote you to be America's number one rapper. But if we're going based on numbers, which I know that that's what you do. We're based on numbers, and we could talk about monetary gain later. I mean, obviously, if you're the number one single being downloaded, obviously you guys are making money. Obviously, I mean, what did Tom MacDonald and Ben Shapiro just make a few $1 million in a few days? They probably did. Shout you out, because I think if they're selling the single for $1.29, let's just say, if we do some math, right? I think because we got music on iTunes too. I think iTunes or whatever, Apple, they take about 60% or 40% of the music. So about 70 cents. So let's say give or take, you're making 75 cents per download. Right? And let me just see if you guys can see this, because I'm just looking at my calculator screen. Okay. But let's just say, yeah. So you're making 75 cents per download. And let's just say, I mean, to get that many downloads in the country, they had to have sold millions. They had to. So let's just say they sold 2.5 million. Should we say that? Yeah. Could they really? So they basically made about 2 million off of that. If we're just saying, I mean, I think they're getting more downloads off of that, but 2 million. But this is the other point that I want to make, though, is that not only did you make probably more than 2 million off of those downloads, but he has such a smaller team. You see, like when Megan Thee Stallion or Drake or Nicki Minaj or somebody of that caliber that's on a major label sells that much, how much is their cut or their points off of the album after they've made that much? You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like the way Tom MacDonald is doing. I mean, just look at this number. Let me just leave this number up for a minute, because this is what we like to do, man. It's called math, you know? And it's just like, let's acknowledge this, man. If you got a small team, because I was watching Tom's live stream, which hopefully I'm able to play a little bit of it, and I should go to that to make sure that it doesn't get taken down or something, because he was dropping some points in that interview or in that live stream. But he said that he has a small team. He said it's just him, like a few relatives or family, and his wife does the videos and she directs and she does the editing. So it's like you got your wife. So you got like a strong team, a strong unit. His team is actually his family. Okay? Recognize that. So it's only maybe like 4 or 5 people in that team. Maybe let's just say less than 10 people in that team. And you're splitting up about a couple million between 5 to 10 different people. Shout you out, man. Shout you out, Tom MacDonald. Get a round of applause for that, man. Shout you out. You're splitting about 2 million between a few people. These guys just made probably, I would say, at least about 2 to 3 million in a few days. Now, when Megan Thee Stallion does that, who does she have to split it with? She got to split it with her team, which is Rock Nation, and she got such a big team behind her. Because let me just say this. How in the world can those trash bars be that famous? I mean, did y'all hear her rap, which I wish I could play? I mean, it's so dumb that they don't let us play songs on YouTube anymore without it getting demonetized or whatever. I think she's on Rock Nation, which is, in case you guys don't know, yeah, Jay-Z and Beyonce. So she's on Rock Nation, man. Now, let me tell you something. Her raps are trash. Her raps are trash, yo. Can we just be real about it? Her raps are trash. Her and you don't that's how she rhymes to me, yo. Like, that's the way we were rhyming when we were in middle school. You know, and it's just her raps have just the same cadence. Man, her shit is trash. It's trash. Okay. And you know what I heard, and this is the part I want to play from Tom MacDonald, is that she drops her single the same day that Tom MacDonald and Ben Shapiro dropped their single along with Benny the Butcher. And then you know what happens? Ben Shapiro, Tom MacDonald outsell all of these artists. But the interesting thing, which is the other part I want to get into, is that YouTube and other trending platforms say that Megan Thee Stallion is the #1 trending in America, when clearly the millions of views and the millions of hits and the millions of comments and the millions of reactions were way more for Ben Shapiro and Tom MacDonald than Megan Thee Stallion or Benny the Butcher. In fact, it was so bad that I did a tweet. Let me pull that up real quick. Actually, Def Jam did the tweet. Def Jam did the tweet and then said, hey, have you listened to the Benny the Butcher new album yet? Same day that Ben Shapiro and Tom MacDonald dropped, right? I said, yo, man, Ben Shapiro and Tom MacDonald came in and obliterated you guys. And then what happened? Def Jam deleted the tweet. Let me see if I can pull this up. Def Jam deleted the tweet, man. Right here. So you see right here where I did a retweet where it says post is unavailable. But if you look at the link right here, if you guys can see the link right here, it says Def Jam. See that? They deleted the tweet. That's how bad Ben Shapiro shook up the industry. I'm going to tell you right now, he shook up the industry. You know why? Because those of us that have studied a little bit of him know that basically he says that rap is not music and that anybody can do rap, which we know that's not true because Ben Shapiro obviously is not listening to the greats like the Nas's, the Rakims. I'm sure he's probably aware of Biggie and Pac, but he probably doesn't really study that art form of music because we know that that art form and that type of conscious rap like Mos Def is not in the mainstream. It's not the mainstream. And we know why it's not the mainstream. I'm thinking maybe we could save that for another video. Or we have plenty of videos talking about why it's not the mainstream. I mean, come on, y'all. Ice Spice is up for like 2 or 3 Grammys or something like that. Like, get out of here, man. Get out of here. So they deleted the tweet. Why would you delete the tweet when you pump in Benny the Butcher? Probably because everybody was talking about Ben Shapiro, man. And it's just, this is just like a learning experience, I feel, where we need to look at this. Like, it makes me almost think, like, has hip hop reached the point where people don't really want to take it seriously as much anymore? So this is the part that I want to see if I can pull up for you guys real quick. Just want to make sure that it's showing correctly here. He tells you right here what's going on.
So if you want to help us.
Let me make sure it starts from the beginning right here. I wish I could play more of the live stream for him, but we don't want to get a copyright. So here we go.
Modes in, let's go. This is how the music industry screws independent artists. Whether you like me or hate me or think my music's awesome or think it's trash, I don't care. I just dropped a new video and a new song called Facts with Ben Shapiro. TuneCore, a distribution company for independent artists, refused to release the song because of lyrical content. Now YouTube is screwing with us on the trending charts. This is Megan Thee Stallion at #1 and my new song Facts at #2. Our video has over 1 million.
Hold on, I just want to stop it right there. That basically, he's saying that TuneCore, which I'm glad I never went with TuneCore. I mean, after hearing this, makes me not want to sign with TuneCore because I was considering dropping some beats on there. He's saying that TuneCore said that they didn't want to release the song because of the lyrics, but there's not one bad word or profanity on that music. So it's going to show you that even as an independent artist, because he doesn't have the machine behind him, that the machine is like, oh, wait, hold on, wait, he's making too much noise, he's getting too much famous, he's getting too famous, suppress it. They're basically suppressing independent artists that are becoming millionaires. So you know what has to happen? So now they need to reach out on their social media platforms to let you know. I mean, this is genius in a way. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, in a way, we need to study this man's hustle because this is a man who's basically doing it. And that's another thing I wanted to say was that you don't think that having 5 million views, like this one person commented right here, where she says 5 million views in 2 days, you're killing it. Yeah, I mean, he is killing it. He is killing it, man. He's killing it so hard that I heard that Megan Thee Stallion, and her company Rock Nation with Jay-Z dropped the price on iTunes from $1.29 to 69 cents just to be able to compete with Ben Shapiro and Tom MacDonald. If that's not a success story of David and Goliath, of the independent artists taking out the mainstream artists, I mean, like I said, man, this needs to be studied for a lot of reasons. Also because this is basically showing us now that hip hop, rap music is changing. The record industry is changing. Rap music is changing. This is a moment in history right here, yo. Like for hip hop, this kind of technically is a moment in history. Well, for business, that is. As far as lyrics go, like I said, Ben Shapiro is not the savior of hip hop, even though I know that deep down inside he probably so wants to be. But Ben Shapiro is not going to be the savior of hip hop. I appreciate what Tom MacDonald is doing, but that's interesting that they tried to suppress the song because of the lyrics.
Million more views than hers in the same time frame.
Yeah, this is the part I wanted to speak
also has
of.
over 30,000 more comments in the same time frame.
Yep.
Views and interactions are the metrics that YouTube uses to decide who goes where on the trending charts.
True.
How is Megan Thee Stallion still #1?
Yeah. How is Megan Thee Stallion still #1? And that's what I wanted to put up. I mean, clearly we could see that this is what's on the trending charts on YouTube. This is so interesting, y'all. Like, are y'all feeling this? That's why I said, man, can we please get the likes up, get the views up? We got to get this message out here, man. But this is what I'm saying, man. If you look at the record industry, they are above Ice Spice, who's nominated for a Grammy. They're above Megan Thee Stallion, who has been nominated for multiple Grammys. Or I think she got a couple Grammys, right? Let me fact check that. Okay, here we go. Wow, so she won for rap song, new artist. I think this is the one that Ice Spice is up for. And rap performance album, rap performance record. Wow. Are these the awards or the... Because I'm tripping if that's the awards that she actually won. Well, I know she did win some Grammys, though, because I remember seeing images of her with Grammys. Yeah, I mean, these are the images right here of her with the Grammys. So, wow, she really won that many Grammys? How did Megan Thee Stallion win that many Grammys? Okay, for copyright purposes, I cannot play the song, but I'm going to just play a couple of the verses if we can.
These niggas so obsessed. My pussy so famous might get managed by Kris Jenner next.
Might get best by Kris Jenner next. Might get managed by Miss Kris Jenner next. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, this is whack.
Can't move on, can't let it go. He hook nose full of that Tina Snow. And since niggas
all right, let's just go to the part where the beat is.
Megan's Law. I don't really know what the problem is, but I guarantee y'all don't want me to start. Bitch, you a pussy.
This is trash, yo.
Don't like me cause they know I'm on their neck. Y'all goofy assholes look so dumb. Nigga, ain't you here? I ain't scared of dick. Any man go against me, I handle shit. I'm a Teflon Don in the courtroom. They be throwing that dirt on shit stick.
I mean, those raps are so basic and so elementary. I mean, for real, y'all. For real, y'all. Those raps are so elementary. I think I've heard high school kids that could rap better than that at a talent show. That is so basic, man. And then Kris Jenner next. And I might get managed by Kris Jenner next. Oh my God. Oh, you want to be a Kardashian so bad, right? That's why you was with Kylie Jenner when the whole thing happened with you and Tory Lanez. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, why is this winning Grammys? How is this in the world winning Grammys? This is so basic when you got people out there like Rhapsody and Dej Loaf and all that, who I think are such underrated female rappers. But we know why. We know why she's where she's at. Why? Because you guys see right here, she's on Rock Nation. That's why. In case you didn't know, right here, you see in the upper left-hand corner, Rock Nation. That's why. So this kind of explains to me how and why Megan Thee Stallion is trending above Ben Shapiro and Tom MacDonald, which makes absolutely no sense. Thank God they're above Ice Spice. I will say that. I know this is going to be crazy. I know this is a reach. I almost want to say that Ben Shapiro came off harder than I've ever heard Ice Spice ever rap. She has a song called Fart. Does Ice Spice really have a song called Fart that is trending? No, we ain't gonna play that. Oh my God. Let's see. I'm not sure who these others are. Justin Timberlake. That was the other funny thing, is that he said, hey, guess what? I passed you up, Justin Timberlake, who just did SNL. Chief Keef. And by the way, that whole SNL thing was just terrible. The recent episode. Travis Scott. Ariana Grande. I mean, come on, man. Kali Uchis, who I think is a little overrated too. But Ariana Grande, Justin Timberlake, Megan Thee Stallion, Kevin Gates, Ice Spice. I mean, Ben Shapiro just basically came in and just crushed all of these cats, man. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I might have to just take a peek at this because I gotta hear what they doing over here. Wait, we don't want no always gotta be twerking. She can never put out a video or any rap song.
You want me to say something?
The beat sounds alright though.
Can you please?
Think you the shit, bitch? Even the fart. I be going hard. I'm breaking they heart.
Damn. I'm in the yam.
And I'm keeping one tuck.
Keeping one time.
I make me some jams.
Okay. She's definitely not bad to look at. I will say that. Grammy nominee, yo. Grammy nominee. I think she's got multiple Grammy nominees. So that's just where we at right now. Yeah, man. So if we go to let's just see what some people were saying about this, man.
Things are getting absolutely crazy. And of course, my friends, I don't really know how to say this. I'm just going to. Ben Shapiro is the #1 rapper in the world right now. All right. Let's be fair. It's not absolutely true and correct to say that, but on iTunes worldwide,
Thank you.
Ben Shapiro and Tom MacDonald have released a song, and that in which Ben Shapiro raps one of the verses, and they're in the top of the iTunes charts. Now, a lot of people point out sales aren't, it's not a lot of competition on iTunes. We've done something similar. However, the song just went up. And so this is massive to reach this level in one day. And if everybody buys the song on Amazon or iTunes, it is entirely likely that Ben Shapiro could be, as of next week, not next week, but so throughout this next week, they'll track the charts, and then the following Tuesday will release the Billboard charts across the board. Ben Shapiro will probably be a Billboard charting hip hop artist and rapper, because already the amount of sales they have.
That's really crazy, yo. If you guys really think about what Tim Pool just said right there and how he just broke that down. I mean, that's crazy that he could be the number one rapper on the Billboard charts. Now, I almost wonder, could that song Facts by Ben Shapiro and Tom MacDonald go up for a Grammy nomination? I almost feel, and I almost can't believe that I'm saying this, man. I cannot believe that I'm saying this. But now that I come to think about it, that song to me, if Megan Thee Stallion is going to win Grammys, that song to me actually classifies as a potential Grammy nomination. Now, I don't know if he'd be up for this year. It would probably be able to have to be up for next year's, but that song could technically get a Grammy nomination for what it's doing. I don't know what section it would go under. I don't know if it would go under hip hop rap single or if it would go under comedic album. I would hope they would put it under comedic album, because it's definitely satire and definitely a comedy. It's not to be taken seriously. But then again, maybe it is. But I will say, man, that, wow, if Ben were to get a Grammy nomination, let's just say if he won the Grammy, oh, man, he would just mock the hip-hop culture forever if he got a Grammy for a best rap song. I bet you if Ben Shapiro won best rap song or best rap single, what if he even came out as best new artist? Oh man, he would probably put that Grammy on his desk.
Right. I'm not ashamed because I'm white.
I'm not ashamed. Okay, we're gonna go over the lyrics in a minute, but
let's get a Billboard #1.
So they're already talking about it. I wonder if they paid for it. I wonder if they paid for the Billboard hits, because it's like, how the hell did he say everything in that song and then he predicted it to become true? It's pretty crazy, man, if you really think about it.
I've got the facts. My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie,
My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. He's just taking jabs at everybody.
you're blowing money on strippers and cars. You go into prison, I'm on television.
That's
Dogs,
the part.
no one knows who you are. Keep hating
You're going to prison, I'm on television.
on me on the internet. My comment section all woke Karens.
Damn it, Ben. Damn it. He got us, man. He got us, man. Oh, man. This, talk about battles. Talk about battle rap. Eminem 2.0. Woo. I mean, this is incredible, yo. Just this whole scenario is incredible. And the fact that he even got Nicki Minaj responding to this when we read the lyrics, like how Ben Shapiro does when he read WAP or WAP, but as he calls it, WAP. Verse 2. Let's look at the stats, right? I've got the facts. My money like Lizzo. My pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic. Don't be a WAP. Okay, like wet ass P word punani, which we know we don't want to say the other word because we want to try to keep this video as monetized as possible. And we're just going to go over the lyrics real quick and we out of here. But yeah, dog. I like how the fact they spelled the word dog, D-A-W-G. It's a Yamaka, homie, no cap. Wow. I actually had to go back and read these lyrics because this is an interesting verse. It's a Yamaka, no homie, no cap. Look at the graphs. Look at my charts. You're blowing money on strippers and cars. So even if you got the money, you're still blowing the money, right? But you're blowing the money on strippers and cars. You're going to prison. I'm on television. This is the part. Dog, no one knows who you are. If we really took time to think deep on that verse that Ben says about I'm on television, dog, you're going to prison, or I'm on television, dog, no one knows who you are. Wow, who's he talking about right there? Was that a jab at Young Thug? That's the part where I was wondering. Is that? I mean, we got to really like take time to analyze that verse right there, where it's like I said earlier in this video, in the start of this whole crazy, I think somewhat rabbit hole that we went down. Is Ben Shapiro trying to be the savior of hip hop, rap music? Hell no, he is not going to be. And if you guys say, oh, Ben Shapiro's music was better than half of the other rappers that are out there, you know what? That might be true. But the reason why is because those are the rappers that the machine is promoting to y'all. And you have to know the difference. And if you don't know the difference, then technically, realistically, you're not even worth speaking to. You're not even worth addressing. But sometimes, you know what? I address y'all because some of your comments are just so ignorant that I feel that you need some type of education. Or edumacation, whatever you want to call it. But for the most part, it's like, yo, man. Ben Shapiro is not going to be the savior of hip hop, of rap music. And I understand that he's saying right here in this line, you're blowing your money on strippers and cars. You're going to prison and I'm on television. Let me say this real quick, man. Ben Shapiro is Jewish. The record companies are most likely ran by Jews. Now, am I allowed to say that word or those words or speak on this culture without you guys saying, oh, well, that sounds anti-Semitic? I had one person say that just because I was speaking on the culture. But you're able to make money and monetary gain off of my culture and decide who you want to speak on behalf of our culture. But as soon as I speak on it, I'm sounding racist. But you're allowed to do that and make money off of it. It's all good, right? But if I speak on it about, hey, I'm aware of what the situation is, then it sounds racist. Okay. But my point is this, though. It's not really that. It's that Ben Shapiro is Jewish. So he comes out with the rap song and blows away all these other rappers to where even Megan Thee Stallion and her team had to take note and make adjustments to their single, to where even Benny the Butcher and his team at Def Jam had to make adjustments to their single. Multiple hip-hop rap singles dropped that day, and there were changes being made within the music industry. It's crazy, yo. It's crazy. So that's my point, man. Is that now all of a sudden, I'm not sure what a lot of these other rappers are talking about. Maybe they're just talking about getting money, and this is what they doing. But I can guarantee you that if we would have took these words, where some of them are kind of funny, like, my money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic, don't be a wap. Those type of bars are something that only a Ben Shapiro can get away with. If somebody else would have rapped that, I mean, I don't know. We could, I don't want to give no ideas out there, but I'll just say this. Yo, man, you could have Drake rap these lyrics and it'll probably be successful. My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. But Drake could never say that because as a black man, even though he's mixed, but as a mixed black man, he cannot talk about Lizzo like that. But, Ben Shapiro, a somewhat, I would say, openly white supremacist, can. And before people try to say, Ben Shapiro's not racist, he's not a white supremacist. Oh, really? I mean, you might be right, but let me see if I can find this old tweet that he had said a while back. I mean, I know I said it in another video, but if Ben still left this up, good for him, man. I respect him more, and that's probably why he did. If he didn't delete this tweet, it's probably, yeah, he didn't delete the tweet. And this is like over a decade ago. But I remember this tweet because we covered this. Where he says, Israel's like to build, Arabs like to, you read the rest. I don't even want to repeat that. I don't even want to say that. But you read that tweet right there that Ben put up, and I respect the fact that he didn't delete it. You read that tweet, man, and you see that he might not be racist, but he definitely is a white supremacist. Because only a white supremacist would write some shit like that or tweet something like that. Anyways, y'all see that? Just want to make sure y'all see that. All right. You're blowing money on strippers. Let's make sure we got that in the shot. You're blowing money on strippers and cars. You're going to prison. I'm on television. Dog, no one knows who you are. Wow. I mean, that's probably a jab at just all the rappers that are in prison and nobody knows who they are. All the ones on the court cases, fighting these trials. Yeah, man. Keep hating on me on the internet. My comment section are woke Karens. That's kind of funny. And I make racks off of compound interest. Y'all live with your parents. I've already spoke on that, Ben. You can't really talk shit about that because you had rich parents that helped you become who you are. So you can't really hate on people that live with their parents because I'm sure that you wouldn't be where you are right now if it wasn't for your parents. This is the shot at Nicki Minaj right here. Nicki, take some notes. I just did this for fun. All my people down. Let's get a Billboard #1. Yeah, man, they did it, man. They did it. They crushed it. And like Tom said, how do you not see me killing it every day, kicking your ass on the Billboard charts? Anyways, yo, man, y'all tell me what you think. I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all.